good friend MilanJerftic1992.
Howdy do, everyone.
And yeah, I'm going to be talking. Milan's here to help me talk about the newest Marvel original graphic novel that is coming out. We've been getting a lot of Marvel graphic novels recently.
Yeah.
And out of all of them, we've got the season 1, and we've got that epic Mark Waid Spider-Man story coming out next year.
Oh yeah.
I call it epic because it's Mark Waid on Spider-Man. You can suck it.
Damn right.
But this new one that's recently been revealed, and this one's the release date's up for debate. But this new one that has been released is called Avengers: Endless Wartime. And before anyone asks, yes, I know this is a variant cover of one of the Jonathan Hickman Avengers issues. I couldn't find anything for Endless Wartime soon, so yeah, I just picked this. So
yeah.
Before anyone says anything, I know it's not it doesn't have anything to do with Endless Wartime. Just letting everybody know.
Yeah, so don't complain.
Yeah. But yeah, Avengers Endless Wartime is being written by one of my favorite writers, Warren Ellis.
Yay!
And Milan's one of his favorite writers as well. And also, the artist is going to be, I believe, Mike McKone and Jason Keith.
Yay.
Artists I'm not too familiar with, honestly.
Yeah, didn't they used to do like a lot of indie stuff? They're kind of on Marvel's get these guys to work list. Aren't they British? I don't know.
They do sound familiar, and I do probably own stuff. It's just it's not like an artist name that just rings to me, but I have seen their art before. It's just I don't think I own anything with them in it, but their art looks really good.
Yeah, it's very clean and smooth looking. But
it's almost like what's his name? The guy who did Josh Whedon's. Why am I forgetting his name? Cassidy's run.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. But this thing's a little bit more, plumper and rounder and kind of not as. Because with Warren Ellis, you expect harsh lines and just stuff that seems, a little bit darker in tone. Not to say this looks light or anything. It just looks a little bit more well-rounded and a little bit more clean than usual.
Yeah. So the story, what we got from a motion comic trailer, yeah, they did just to remind everyone this was coming out. Because that's the thing with Marvel graphic novels and graphic novels in general these days. I think even Marvel and DC forget to put them out, when they're announcing them.
Yeah, that's weird. And I also gotta say, one little thing about the whole Marvel web, YouTube page. I mean, it's actually really good. It introduced me to some new content that I haven't heard about, and did it in a really fun kind of interactive way. While DC just kind of, DC's YouTube channel just kind of falls by the wayside, and I think that's a really bad, detrimental thing because on the Marvel, YouTube page, they advertise books and events and stuff with these fun. Pop art type of, motion comics type of fun stuff with voiceovers and stuff. But on DC, it's just yeah, we don't care. So it's a detrimental thing.
Yeah. So the story is that apparently something from Asgard's past has woken up. It was some kind of worm that existed, what looks like a worm, I'm guessing that's what it is, woke up and it lived in the roots of the World Tree. It's woken up now, and now it's under the control of the U.S. government. Can I say one thing? As much as I love Warren Ellis's writing, I've kind of gotten the note. Every time I read 80% of the time I read a Warren Ellis book, he hates America.
It's not that he hates America because hell, he wouldn't be working here. It's just he's really not into the American industrial complex.
Yeah, good point. Because every time yeah, that is a good point, Milan. I mean, he just loves to pick on the U.S. government, and don't get me wrong, you kind of need to pick on them. But it's kind of like something that's what he's known for. Every writer has their own little quirk they're known for. Mm-hmm. That's what mostly Ellis is known for. That and being fucking badass.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Fraction's known for his future technology kind of spy stuff. Well, Warren Ellis is kind of known for that as well. But it's just he doesn't like warring. It's weird. When he's writing Iron Man. I guess it's just some of the most interesting stuff that he ever writes for me. That's saying stuff, but some of his best stuff is when he works with Iron Man because it's like two opposites, right? Working together because Warren Ellis is so anti, industrial, military industrial complex, but at the same time he's writing for a guy who's basically a weapons manufacturer and a warmonger in a way. That's just fascinating to me, and it's just some of the best stuff comes from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I always pictured, like when I saw this trailer just a minute ago, I always thought, you know what? I just had this image in my head of Warren Ellis just sitting down watching all the Marvel movies, especially Captain America and the Thor movie, and just like saying, you know what? I like this idea of the Nazis, going for Asgardian technology. I know it's not an old idea, but it seems cool, so I'm going to write this graphic novel for Marvel, and it's going to be cool, and basically there's going to be this huge Asgardian worm in the roots of the Asgard Asia tree in Brazil. There's going to be a big worm fucking thing in the roots of Brazil, and then it's going to come out, and it's just America's going to take advantage of the power. It's going to be another political commentary on how that the American industrial complex, the military one, is bad. Because I'm Warren Ellis, and that's what I do. And yeah, I mean, like, I can't wait to read this thing.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really excited because I don't think Warren Ellis has ever written the Avengers, not to my knowledge.
I think he kind of did. Oh no, that was Mark Millar. Sorry, I was thinking of the Ultimates. I think he did, like, in the Ultimate Universe. He kind of had a similar spin, a more of a darker, real world.
Well, I know he did some stuff in the Ultimate Universe. I'm saying, like, I don't think he's done 616 Avengers.
I think he might have, but, like, I could be wrong.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't know if he has or not.
Yeah, it's weird because it's just, for a while now, Marvel has just been on fire, and just the fire explosions of good quality has just kind of been blinding.
Yeah. Among other things with the story itself is that this is a character I think Warren Ellis is going to have it looks very Captain America and Thor centric, and a lot of people are saying this feels a lot like Fear itself. Something from Captain America is attacking Thor's mythos and making it its own, kind of like how Red Skull's daughter Sin took control of all the hammers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really Fear itself, but it seems like this is going to be a little bit more condensed. Like, I love Fear itself. Ow! I love Fear itself. Sorry, my dog is biting my fingers. But yeah, I love Fear itself, but it just seems like it's something we've seen before, but I really like to see, like, a Warren Ellis twist on it, because it seems like it's going to go, like, it didn't really give much, many details away with the whole, animated trailer, but I don't know, it seems very action heavy, or maybe they just focused on that, because, like, I really like the political commentary in Warren Ellis' story, kind of interspersed with, superheroics and epic battles.
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to deal with a small number of Avengers. It looks like the lineup so far from what we saw in the trailers is Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Wolverine, and Hawkeye, and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it seems like it's more of a modern. Don't you love these kind of modern days, stories kind of outside of continuity,
yeah,
where it's just like they take the main team that is current at the time and just play with it.
Yeah, I really like that. I really do enjoy this storytelling, at least, and there might be more characters down the line. It just looks like it's going to focus on that group specifically. And I'm really curious to see how Captain America, because Steve Rogers has dealt with the U.S., this is not the same government as it was before, in his time. And and this is a character I'm really interested to see Ellis write, because I can't wait to see what he writes with 616 Captain America.
Yeah, I mean, like, I personally, Captain America being one of my favorite superheroes, and that's kind of ironic since I'm Russian, Serbian, Australian, but it's just, I mean, he did a really interesting take on Iron Man, but with Captain America, it's really, I think he's going to go for the more of that whole, conflicted soldier of World War II era Captain America, like, this, I can't believe my government was responsible for this kind of a thing, but I don't know, maybe he's going to go in a completely different route because that's just kind of become Captain America's thing over the years of him just like looking back on America's failings and just going, oh no, it's not like the good old days. But knowing Warren Ellis, I'm sure he's gonna put a different twist in that type of character work.
Yeah. So all in all, I'm looking forward to this. It also is going to delve with Thor, something, because Thor, apparently, from what we got in the trailers, that Thor failed killing this thing.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is gonna be the World Serpent.
No. The World Serpent was in Fear itself, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit, that's what that was. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's just so many serpent-like monsters in Thor's world. It's like, God, man. How many giant serpents does Thor has to hit with a hammer?
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's really great to see like people say, like in comics, like or in movies, especially, you can't really have a world where Thor and Captain America exists. And no, because it's really fascinating to see like this interdimensional, this guardian god character interact, well at least their worlds interacting with this World War II era spy soldier.
Yeah.
With superpowers. It's such a wonderful pop arty mix of genres.
Yeah. And it looks like it might be, not just the Avengers versus this monsters, but it might be the Avengers versus the U.S. government.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. But anyway, anything else you want to say to end this? Because, there's a lot to speculate on. But the date, apparently, in the trailer it said October 2014, but other people are saying it's going to be October of this year. So I don't really know who's right on that. Could someone clear that up for sure?
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I mean, there's nothing really more to add because we have such little information about it. All we know, Warren Ellis, American government conspiracy with, crazy ass, this guardian worm thing. But I just love the imagery of just a giant ass worm hiding in the roots of Yggdrasil. It just looks cool. But yeah, it seems like it might be something interesting. Warren Ellis, of course. But if it didn't have Warren Ellis's name attached to it, I don't know. Like I'm sure I would have checked it out. In a couple of months after its release, or maybe a year or two. But yeah, Warren Ellis, this clean, unassuming looking artist. I'm interested to see what he does with it.
Yeah, me too. I'm really curious to see how that goes as well. Big Warren Ellis fan. I mean, yeah, I know his tropes, but I think if you stick with the writer long enough, you know their tropes. So, anyway, guys, that's really all we have for this. Other than you guys tell us, what do you think of this? Are you excited for this graphic novel? Do you like the idea? Do you hate the idea? You guys let us know. I would love to buy this if I have the money. Come October.
Totally. I'd totally like to buy this too. Hopefully, once this thing comes out, I'll actually have money in my pocket. But that's usually a rare deal.
Yeah. Anyway, that's really all we have for this. You guys let us know what you think. And once again, I'd like to thank MilanJerftic1992 to coming along with me on this quick little video.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. And as always, you guys give us your thoughts. I think I've said that about 3 times now. I'm repeating myself. Oh God. Anyway, guys, we're out.
Ciao.